Hey traders, I want to give you guys a bit of a gold update in this video and to share with you what I see and what's happening right now from the markets. Let's get trading. Guys, do not place a trade based on what you'll see in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is a hard thing. So don't think it's such an easy thing. You can just jump in this here and start to make money straight away, right? It takes a while to become a really, really good trader. Anyway, guys, first link in the description, make sure you grab the free trading course to help you guys with all your mistakes, chart reading, trading mindset, trading systems, and so much more. So let's actually get into here. Firstly, guys, I don't know why my software, this is my software here, right? So this is I don't know why my software is not updating this gold chart anymore. This is this XAU USD. I'm not exactly sure, so I've got to use the GLD price here. But that's okay, same thing anyway. So let's have a look here, right? I've been hearing over the last, say, week or so that people are getting really, really excited. What are they getting really excited about? They're getting really excited because gold has been moving to the upside. So the thing you want to look at when you're looking at gold, right? Okay, so firstly, one of my 7-figure mentors taught me, John, the successful traders are successful because they have small picture, big picture, small picture, big picture. The small picture is what's been happening for the last few months. So what is that? Firstly, what do we have here? We have a nice little upward trend line here, so we are stepping higher slightly, and on the daily chart, and and we're getting some sort of a trend line coming up through here. Okay, so we're in some sort of a channel through here. Now, would you say through this entire channel, would you say A, we have strong buyers, meaning we're getting a big strong move up, B, strong sellers, or C, really no one in control but slightly buyers in control? Have to be C, right? Because remember, it's definitely not A, right? What did I say for A? A, buyers in control. Buyers in control simply means it's just gone bam, 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 right? Just strong buyers. And then C, B was sellers in control. Well, we're definitely not sellers in control because the market's still stepping up. And then C was no one really in control, but buyers are slightly in control. Now, why do I say that? Because we're not racing out. We're not just getting a bullet out of the gates, are we? We're just slowly stepping up through here, aren't we? Slowly stepping up. So what happens when we're looking at gold right now, so many people are focused on this small picture. It's so important to keep an eye on the big picture and what that really is telling us. Remember, guys, when we look at the big picture, which essentially is that weekly chart, if we're trading the daily chart, look at the week chart, that's the footprint of what the big guys are thinking and feeling at that time. Remember, guys, nothing goes straight down and nothing goes straight up. So if something goes straight down for a long time, it is due for some sort of a pullback, correction, so on and so forth. Makes sense? So right now, so many people are saying that the bottom is in. Yes, we are getting a low, a higher low, and a higher low through here. But as you notice, right, as you notice through here, right, see how they're just higher lows. They're not strong higher lows. What is a strong higher low in the market? Well, it's a 50% retracement. Makes sense? So if I go from my low through, through to high up here, if I go to my low through to high up here, as we can see, right, that this is the low point through here, right? This is the low point through here. We came back down, and as you can see, right, we actually bounced off the 50% Fibonacci level here, didn't we? And then we broke just below it, and we actually came down through to here, right? And it wasn't that far below before we actually went down to 100%. So we're breaking well below the 60% level through here. And let me just delete this off the screen here. Okay, and I'll delete this off here for a minute as well too. And let me delete this off here. See, there's not much on the screen. In fact, you know what? Let me just bring up, I'll just keep it there, right? So when we're looking at gold, right? Gold from the low through to the high point, it bounced. So we have, there's a thing called strong momentum and weak momentum. Okay, strong momentum is where we get a nice little 50% bounce and then bam, we can just take a bullet out of the gates. Okay, notice how we actually went down through here, we broke below the 60% level, and then it rallied up, but see how it was very weak, right? Very, very, very weak bars, small bars. We're not getting strong bars, are we? Now this here was a big strong bar, wasn't it? Now if the buyers were truly strong at this very moment, wouldn't we just get a big movement up through here? Let me just remove that for a minute. We would, right? So where is the next move? So we have to go to the next move, which is what? Which is this low point through here to this point up through here. So I'm going to bring my Fibonacci tool from the low point through here and then up through to this high point through here. And notice once again that we actually had this low point through here to this high point through here. Notice how we came back below and we actually closed well below the 60% level. And then it's rallying up and out, but notice how the buyers are not real strong, right? This is what you call, one of my old mentors used to say that some stocks or some things win ugly, right? And this is where it's winning ugly, but there's no true strong momentum out of this, is there? There's really just no true strong momentum. We can see we have a move up from here to here, and that there was the high point through there. If I create this trend line through here, we can see how that wasn't the same, but we can see how we have the same through here. So as we can see, right, that the market is not really strong in gold. So people are trying to still get into gold right now. You may be right in trying to pick some sort of a bottom through here. You may be right. But when we're looking at this picture here, all it tells me is that we're just slightly getting some movement up the upside. They're not strong buys. We're not getting a bullet out of the gates here. And this is a very weak movement. So small picture is what we went through there. Big picture is what? Big picture is that weekly chart. Now, what is that weekly chart telling us right now as I speak? So firstly, I'll go to just a blank chart because that's the most important chart anyway. It's just a blank chart. Let me squeeze this up through here for a minute. And as we can see, right, the first thing, what do we see here? We see that we actually have a strong, see this here, so we have this strong move down. So this here is what we call, is obviously a big strong move down. But notice how this weekly chart is getting some sort of a weak, remember this guys, the big picture is, the weekly chart is always king, okay? So we're getting this strong move down, and now we're still getting some sort of a weak movement up through here. That tells me, if you looked at these two legs, okay, and just, please, if you are trading gold right now, don't say, well, John, you're full of shit. Supply, demand, blah, blah, blah. You know what, guy? You know what? It doesn't matter about supply, demand, and so on and so forth. All I've heard lately, and all I've heard for the last few years is that how there's not much gold, there's not much silver, but hang on, the market just keeps going down. So if you look at these last two legs, right, if you had to be honest with yourself, this is the selling leg, and this is the buying leg. Out of these two legs, who is in control? Which one is the most strongest? The selling leg, right? So until something changes through here, then guess what? Until something changes, the sellers are still in control, and all we're getting through here is just a retracement level, because we have so many levels coming into play up through here, through this level up through here, and plus also, if we have a look, we also have a support level coming up through exactly where we are right now. And also we have 50% Fibonacci retracements coming up. So this point through here, if I open up my chart a bit more, yes, we still could get a bit of a rally up through this point through here, but it doesn't mean the overall trend, it doesn't mean the overall trend has changed. Okay, so yes, you may be right in saying this is some sort of a bottom, but probability says that yes, if we do get a bit more upside through here, we're likely to run up, and then we're likely to roll back over and go for another strong leg down. Now, why do I say that? Because the market is telling me who's in control. Firstly, look at the strength in the moves. Remember, guys, when we're reading the market, it's all about the psychology of what the buyers and sellers are thinking and feeling. If we have this strong move down, what are the buyers, sellers? What are the buyers and sellers thinking and feeling? Right? Strong move down. Selling is strong. Buying is weak. And we had this low, higher low, higher low. We had this high. And then we had an equal high. The buyers couldn't keep raising their prices. Then we came down to make a lower low. We have a very high probability. Remember, on the weekly chart here, so it may take a few months or a few weeks for this thing to start to unfold. But we have a very high probability of gold starting to fail up here, and then starting to roll back over, and then heading back down to create some more downside to come. So without the ego in the markets, that's exactly what's going on right now with gold. And I hope you can see that this is what the market is all about. Forget what you think, hope, or fear. Forget the inside information. Forget the gold report. Forget all that kind of shit. Okay, because it really is not serving you if you're trying to get ahead in these markets. Yes, this may be some sort of a bottom right now, but you know what? I prefer to miss out on this 20% here and not capture the bottom and then wait for the market to turn around, then have a high probability of this thing rolling over. Because guess what? If the market does start to break back up through here, I'll wait for the market to tell me first that the market is now trending. And then guess what? Then I'll jump into here as it's breaking up here. And then I'll have a high probability chance once it starts to break this 30, sort of 130 level here on GLD. Once we start to get some sort of significant higher high, higher low, we're breaking above these key resistance levels. Now we're starting to break back above there. I'd rather get into here and capture this 80% move up here than try to get in now and still have a high probability that the sellers may bring this back down. Call it suppression, call it manipulated, call it whatever you want to call it. The fact of the matter is that all that is just total rubbish and bullshit. And the only reason why people use this market's manipulated, this market is blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. Guess what? It is. But that is your job is to read what the market is telling you, because even though it's manipulated and all this sort of, suppression, all that sort of stuff, the market is still telling you what is going on right now. So it's your job to keep reading what the market is telling you. And if you're going to keep trying to go against the market right now, if you're trying to buy this market hoping you're going to jump on the next big gold run, you're fighting the market and you're hoping that gold is bottomed out right now. You may be right, but you have a 90% chance, as I speak right now, of being wrong, meaning trying to pick a bottom in gold. I would rather wait for the market to tell me, therefore I can flip the odds on the side, so I have an 80% chance of now jumping on the next big gold run. Right now, that is not what's happening. Before you go, make sure you grab the free Grab the Markets by the Balls training course. In this training course, you're going to learn the top 13 deadly mistakes, the success formula, charting boundaries, the PT method, the ultimate trading system, the blast off trading system, #1 in trading indicator, the $1 million trade and money management, how successful traders approach the market, and so much more. Get this training course for free right now. Click on the very first link in the description to get this whole complete trading course to give you the edge on your side of trading this market. Do that right now, and I'll see you on the other side.